Hi, I'm Aaron or Soda, depending on how well you know me. I'm not really recording this for a specific reason, I guess, but I guess it's more to get this all out of my mind and figure out a way to tell all of you how things have been going for me, because I'm not really one to talk about myself frequently. Um, as you know, I've had a rough go of it these past few years. It's been difficult for me to get on my feet in terms of adulthood, I guess. Um, I, I don't know, this past month has been difficult, I guess. Uh, I don't have much of an outlet to talk about stuff with people. That's more by choice, I guess. I could talk to anyone about anything, but I choose not to because I prefer not to bother people with the things that bother me. Um, so I figured a good way to get it all out to all of you is just to sit here, talk, and chuck this your way, depending on who I send this to, who I don't. Just as a sort of blanket way to talk about me for once, rather than trying to figure out everyone else's problems, because I tend to put others before me. Um, So, 2023, that was pretty hard. And more recently, I guess a lot of that has been hitting me. 100% honesty, in 2023, I was probably I don't know, that was the darkest time in my life. I feel like that was the first time I had ever thought about suicide. Um, and 2024 was okay. We were still figuring things out, but it was happier for the most part. I got to see some of my best friends. You know who you are. For the first time that year, that was great. Um, this year though, with I guess just the job that I have, the way I'm feeling, the way things have been going for me, I have thought about suicide more than usual. I do think a lot about death day in, day out, but today has been, not today, this month has been probably the height of it. Uh, I guess I'm kind of also making this as a way to make myself feel better, because I obviously don't feel great at the moment, at least mentally, physically as well, I guess. Um, I think that, at the start of 2026, I'm gonna try harder to get back on track with uh, everything I want to do rather than just doing what I need to do, because it's more just been work. I've been babysitting, sleeping, and that's pretty much it. Just doing what I need to help my family and I guess keep my life going. Um, I want to get back into making videos, back into just having fun, I guess, rather than focusing so hard on everything else in my life. I feel like the week of Christmas was probably where I spent the most time trying to just have fun rather than uh, worrying about life. I called out of work a decent bit, to the point where they even threatened to fire me if I didn't show up on Wednesday. Uh, I still didn't show up, but I was terrified on Christmas because I thought that the next day I would go into my job and I would no longer have one. Um, I'm hoping that 2026 will be better for me and that I can actually get back on track with stuff. Uh, and I could feel a lot better without, so many of my own personal challenges weighing me down, I guess. That's about it. This is not very long, but I didn't have much to talk about. Y'all have a nice day.